What's going on YouTube? It's me again, Jamesh, back again with another video. And today I bring you another Pyro gun build. It's an iteration of the previous build that I uploaded 3 days back, and it received a lot of compliments, a lot of love, so I thought about creating a new one. And if you guys haven't watched that video, I'll put a link on the description below. And it can actually do 400 million for every run, and it's a stable ammo management build. It can do solo or multiplayer. Ammo is no problem. So if you haven't seen it, go check it out. So this one, it's basically an iteration. So it's another gun build, but instead of using Feed the Flames, we'll be using Ash Blast, not for the ammo, but to up our DPS because we'll be using double gun in here. And previously we've used this, the Daimyo. It has like 4494 damage, so this one is inferior. It only got like 2488. But the thing is, on this build, guys, if you combine that sentence together with branded, it rips through anything. Like anything that you can see on the map for 6 seconds. If you're good at aiming, you can kill all of them. So that's how powerful it is. So Death Sentence, it's a tier 3 mod. I think you can get it from one of the headpiece. I'm not sure if it's an Akari or the Reforge, but you can get it from there from what I recall. This one, the branded, you can get it from I think the Reforged armor. And so what it does is every time you use thermal bomb, you'll get 40% damage increase on that particular target. And paired it with fire frenzy, then you can do two thermal bombs. So you can do 40 plus 40, so that's 80% more damage on the target. Pair it with death sentence. Your death sentence, every time you use it, you'll get like 40% weapon damage plus you'll get 20% weapon damage here. You'll get like 35% more weapon damage here. And if you use Ash Blast, you'll get 45% weapon damage. So that's a lot of damage, guys. I tell you, every time you click the two skills consecutively, then you got like tons of damage. It can rip through anything like elites or bosses. It melts. So this is how powerful it is. But compared to the previous build that I uploaded, this one, it's best for solo play because the ammo management is not that good. We are only relying on ultimate toxic bullets together with toxic lead, and you don't have feed the flames. So if you're playing multiplayer, it's still great, but you have to learn the curve. So there's like a learning curve. You have to be cautious where you're pointing the gun at. So say for example, there's an elite and you shoot that elite, make sure to stick to that target and not keep, changing target. And you have to like be mindful of your ammo. You have to make sure that you have to think if killing that enemies with your bullets left is enough to kill it, and or or if you don't do that, then chances are you'll get like ammo troubles, like ammo problems. So that's the only cons for this one. But if you'd ask me, this is more powerful than the previous build because this one can do like 1 million per hit even on a 2488 damage because of the build, and it's like 800 RPM. You see this? It's only 409 and it does 1.1, 1.2 damage on the previous build. This one, it's 800 guys, and then you can do 1 million if you have all the stacks and all the things up, like the ash and stuff. So I'm gonna show you the rest of the build. We'll be using Sharp Eye and Radical Therapy. Well, Radical Therapy, you can exchange this to Euthanizer if you have that. It's a tier 3 mod from the Technomancer. So instead of 15% more damage, you'll get like 25%more damage. The reason I'm putting radical therapy on this one because not all people have cross tunes and then they have the euthanizer already. So I thought of showcasing you guys the radical therapy, the ones that you've already have that I can show you and you can use right away. So that's why it's there. And but yeah, if you use euthanizer, it's gonna be more damage. And the next one is Ashen Boost. So basically 20% plus 10 plus 15% every time the enemy is inflicted with ashes, so you'll get tons of damage. And the next one is branded. You already know that bullet kindling. So every time you hit the enemy, they're gonna be on fire because of volcanic rounds. So that's 20% more damage. And fire frenzy. So you can like activate 2 thermal bombs before it goes cooldown. And last one is Toxic Lead for ammo management and Bloodlust paired with Sharp Eye, then you got tons of firepower. So moving on to the class nodes. So for the class nodes, guys, there's 2 ways to play this. One is safe and the other one is YOLO mode. The YOLO mode is what we have right now. So basically, it's all damage. You got vulnerable, you got 15% here, here, and then you got this. The safer mode is using wildfire, so you'll have the cooldown ready most of the time because as you can see, the Ash Blast is on 12-second cooldown. If you put wildfire, this would go like 9.8, and you'll get a lot of survivability. And also, remember on the first video I uploaded, I told you guys how important Incinerate on a gun build. It's because for those of you guys who haven't know, every time you hit an elite or a boss, the next, I think it's just 1.5 seconds. After 2 seconds, whatever infliction that you have, like ash and stuff, your burn, it will all be gone because they have high resistance. But if you have like Incinerate, um, once the burn ends and your ash ends, then you'll have ash again. So you just keep on firing them and you have continuous damage modifier inflicted. The reason we're not doing this on this particular build, it's because Ash Blast has a very long cooldown, so we cannot let go of Marble Orchard here. If we do, our skill would go like 15 seconds maybe or 16, so that's very long. It's not viable for the build anymore. So instead, what we did is we have 2 status power here. Status power, status power. The rest is close range damage, close range damage, close range damage. The reason for that is if you have more status power, then as you can see, I'll show you. Um, the increase of the damage of burning and toxic and bleeding, and the increase of duration of freeze, ash, and vulnerable. So we have vulnerable and we have ash, so we can like prolong the infliction, so we can get more damage out of it. So that's the reason we have 2 status power here. So that's basically it. I'm gonna show you guys probably 2 videos, or I mean 2 gameplay. One is solo, probably we'll do it half the map, and the other one is a full run on multiplayer because I don't do solo play. It's kind of meh, and I don't think there's a competition because you don't have, people to compare your damage output with. So I'm a competitive guy, so I usually play multiplayer. So I think that's it. So if you guys haven't watched the previous video, please like it. And this I'm new to this new YouTube thing, and analytics showed me that 97% of the people who viewed it did not subscribe. So it'll help me a lot starting this. I love doing this thing. So please subscribe, okay? All right, moving on now to the gameplay. Thank you, guys. Hey guys, just doing some solo play here and probably wait for some people to join. Usually the combo, two brandeds and then Ash. I think there's a green guy here. Okay, I'll try to burst this, show you how the DPS looks like. What the hell? Best to play with, of course, with mitigation, probably mitigation from death, but the game is currently bugged right now. Wherein even if you have mitigation, you'll get to even if you have mitigation, you'll get one hit kill. I'm not sure how long they need to fix that problem because a lot of players are not playing this game anymore. People can fly is, for me, it's very questionable. Square Enix has a lot of reputation, but they should have like fixed this a long time ago. I didn't hit the other branded. But for me, not putting any mitigation is more challenging. And if you are playing with other people or if you're in a party, I don't care if I die because someone will revive me. Okay, we got a Techno joining in. Hello there, Dirty Plums. Man down, man down. So their HP is twice, so you have to be cautious on looking at your ammo, especially if you're party of three. If you're in a party of three, their HP is like 3 times and they have higher resistance. So you're gonna stick with your it's actually very powerful. Missed my combo. Where's the other one? We get to dance if we it's flexing, dude. Alright, let's go. Darty Plums. Go 1, 2. safely go up there. No! Okay, don't die, bro. Okay, we have a Pyro and a Techno. Let's do some... Let's go! Nerd. We got 1, 2, freeze. Okay. Oh shit. See what happened to my ammo there? So you have to be cautious when choosing your target. Didn't get the kill though.
There's the pod, but it looks like the forest has claimed it for itself.
Guys, if you haven't watched the first video that I uploaded, this is actually the third video to Pyro's One Trickster build, so you might as well check that out. this one is just an iteration of the first build, but I mainly use that build, the first video that I uploaded. So watch and see it. It's actually very good.
You all look pretty angry. I get that. But I'm still gonna need that pod.
Missed the ash there. Look for the yeah, so maybe it's difficult to showcase this build on this map
You
because
know
there's
I
a
found
lot
the
of
pod.
enemies coming from
Maybe he's
everywhere.
responsible for your misfortune.
But if you
He
probably
needs to be sent away.
Colosseum or other
Never gave
maps,
him time to react.
we
Thank
can
you, Outriders.
showcase it much more. And yeah,
Your
the
shipment will be
cons for
ready.
this one is if you're playing with two other people, then you have to be very cautious with your ammo. It's not the best run, but I think that should suffice
Transmitter
for me to
detected.
upload it.
Access granted.
Let's see how much DPS output we. Wow, Shell Rod, Burning Bullets, 3268. I'll probably show you some solo play on this tune or on this build. That's too low, bro. I'm expecting like 370, 360.